Good morning, it's Empower Hour. I'm Kim.
And I'm Kristen. Good morning. Today is Thursday, October the 7th. We are right in the heart of Fall Festival Week, which will give you a little inkling into what we've been doing this week at Swerga, of course, with our cobbler booth 78.
Yes.
So we'll do that towards the end of the show.
Yes.
And
got a great volunteer here.
Absolutely. Today our Empower Hour sponsor is Solarbron in Evansville. So we'll have our good friend Miss Ashley Mayo joining us shortly as well to tell us what's going on at Solarbron. Today is National Chocolate Covered Pretzel Day, which is who doesn't like that?
Right.
Absolutely. However, we're gonna eat cobbler instead.
Much better. Cobbler Day here.
Absolutely.
It's National Cobbler Day.
National Cobbler Day. Absolutely. Cobbler Week.
It's Cobbler Week at Swerga. Yes. Love it.
Absolutely. But we have our very good friend, Miss Barb Doss, with us from Guardian Medical Monitoring. We're going to talk about, we've had Barb on a couple of times to talk about a couple of different home safety devices for people and families to kind of get more information on. So welcome, Barb. It's always wonderful to see you.
I always love coming.
And like Kim pointed out, a great volunteer as well.
Yeah. Well, you did tip me with the cobbler today as well, but I will be dishing that out in the booth today. So please come see me in the Swerga booth, and I will dish up your favorite flavor and make sure that ice cream scoop is extra big.
Yay!
About that. Come Thursday, we'll be going through that ice cream.
Absolutely.
So, glad to help. Well, thank you. And I know I have been here on several different occasions, and really today, as I thought about coming in, I wanted to talk a little bit about summarizing everything we've talked about with medical alerts.
Right.
So, if you've not seen our post in the past, Guardian Medical Monitoring offers medical alerts for the home. And ultimately our goal is to help people live independently and safely for as long as possible. So what we do know is if you have an accident or an emergency in the home and you lay for a long period of time or you're unable to get help, your chance of being able to live at home again go down considerably. But if you can get the help you need at the time you need it, then your chances of being able to continue to live healthy and in your home for as long as possible are far greater. So that's what we're all about is, I've had so many people say, oh, I'm not ready for a button yet. I'm not there yet. I don't fall yet. Well, a stroke, a virus, a sudden illness, anything could happen to any of us. And I'm a klutz. I mean, I can walk in from my garage in a hurry and hit that step and go flat down. Not that I've done that, but I may have done that. And it happens. But as we age, we don't pop up from that fall like we used to.
Right.
And the longer you lay, the more serious the injury can be for you. So what I wanted to talk about, that's kind of an overview of medical alerts. It's basically a button that you press that goes to a speaker box that allows you to talk to somebody that has all the information there is to know about you, and then they can identify, assess the need, and call for appropriate help. They can call a neighbor, a family member. We can call, if we get no response or we deem it a medical emergency, we call emergency responders, then contact your personal responders so everyone can be there at once. If we can't hear you, we call emergency responders for a wellness check to make sure everything's okay. Okay, so that's a brief overview of what a basic medical alert does and how that works. And we do that with various types of devices. So today I want to talk about the different devices, what you can expect to pay for those devices, and how they differ from one another. Okay, so we're going to start with our landline device. This is the most cost-effective device. This connects to your landline telephone, okay, so traditional landline telephone. And then that's the way, when the button is pressed, we communicate with the individual. So you again would wear a button, either as a necklace or a watch band, okay? You need help. I should have had these plugged in. You need help, you press the button. This device starts beeping, so you know the button is pressed, it's beeping. Again, the operator, we know who we're talking to, so keep in mind, let's say you do fall and you can get to a phone and call 911, because everybody's like, oh, I'll just call it on my cell phone, I'll dial 911. Well, even if you do that, when you call 911, you have to be able to tell them who you are, where you are, what your emergency is. When you press any of these buttons and you're talking to a medical alert operator, we know who you are, where you are, any medical concerns that you have told us about yourself, and who your family is that we can contact. So you've told us what action you want taken before it happens. So really, all you have to do is press this button. Once that connection is made, if you can't communicate with us, we're sending help. You don't have to tell us anything. I have deaf individuals that use this, and they can get the help they need. So again, press the button, communicate in the home. One of the top questions is, well, what if I'm outside? I'm outside because the landline systems will reach 300 feet or the length of a football field around the house, okay? So I'm outside gardening, I need help, I press my button, Guardian's gonna say, this is Guardian, Barb, do you need help? I'm outside, I don't know that anybody's talking to me. After 3 tries, if I don't answer, and the interesting thing too, a lot of people don't understand about these is our operator can turn it up. So if they're not hearing, they can turn the volume up so they can hear throughout the house and hopefully hear you, and you can hear us as well. But again, that's not primary, but we can do that. After 3 tries, if I don't answer, then the operator will, on a landline, disconnect, call into the house, or call a cell phone that's listed to see if there's an answer. So, okay, you were outside and you accidentally pushed a button. Oh, I'm sorry, I just accidentally pushed my button. Great, we're glad you're okay, everything's fine. If I still don't answer my telephone and I'm outside, then emergency responders are called for that wellness check, and families called to let them know we've done so, okay? So that's an important fact to know about that. Landline systems reach, again, the length of a football field in and around the house. The price on these run anywhere from $25 to $35 a month, okay, depending on who you call, where you get it. With Guardian, you can expect right around that $25, $30 a month price on this. With this, and the reason I give you a little price differentiation is with this system, you can also have an auto alert fall detection. With the auto alert fall detection, if there is a fall and it's a downward motion followed by no recovery. So if I go down hard and I come back up, it's gonna recognize that I got up and I can press my button. But if I go down hard and it doesn't right itself back up, then the call automatically goes through. So again, that's a little bit, if you want the fall detection, it's the $5 difference. So fall detections are really helpful. But there are times where there is a false call because I plop down in my lazy boy chair, right? I'm comfortable and I'm not going back up. So if you're not bothered by that false call, that's fine with us. We'll just, you're okay, that's music to our ears, great, so that's all good. But fall detections are an option. They're not for everybody, but they're for those individuals who really have a fear of falling, have seizure disorder, may have need there. What we want to make sure that doesn't happen is somebody gets frustrated with that fall detection and then they take it off and they have no protection at all. So we're really better off with a button that we know that we can press. You cannot test fall detections by dropping it down. It recognizes the weight of the person. It learns the algorithms of the person. Okay. Fall detection. And you're gonna have to watch me on time and give me a timeout because I'll talk all day about these. Sorry. So landline, I'm gonna speed up a little bit. If you don't have a landline telephone, or if you want something with a little further reach, we have cellular-based systems. And what I mean by that, or they're also referred to as wireless systems. This has its own SIM card in it. So basically you're looking at a cell phone right here. It does not use the user's cell phone at all. It's its own system, okay? Same thing, button, watch band, or a necklace. When you press, everything happens exactly like this one. The difference is it's cellular connection. Another difference is, again, remember this reaches 300 feet, the length of a football field, which is a good reach. This reaches 1,300 feet, okay? So big reach on this one. The nice thing about this one is we can also do a number of accessories with it. For example, if you can't wear a button, or you don't like wearing your button to bed, we have this device, and this is called what is it called? This is a voice activated pendant, okay, or a voice activated detector. So with this, I can say, call 911, call 911, and it will automatically call into the Guardian call system. The call 911 is sometimes a little confusing because they're not calling 911, they're calling help, but that's the rhythm of the voice that the device recognizes. So call 911, call 911. So if you're in the bathroom, if you're in the shower, and you don't want to wear your button, and on that juncture again, all buttons are water resistant, so you can wear it in the shower. You can, but you can have that if you don't have your button on for whatever reason. You can have this backup in the home. Again, it also has a pull cord or the button to hit as well. So sometimes if somebody is maybe bedbound or needs assistance chair, bedbound, and they don't want to wear a button, we can actually put this on a bed rail, on a chair, make it easy. If somebody has difficulty moving, they can hit it with their arm, okay? So all kinds of options for those who may have more challenges in trying to get that message out that they need help. So that works with this, okay? Then in addition with this, we have things like door contacts. So let's say, a good example is I had a husband and wife who the husband would wander at night, and she was sleeping with one eye open, just not getting the rest she needed. And so what we did on her, actually, we put a floor mat in the home. They slept in separate rooms, and when she put him to bed, then she put a floor mat right outside his bedroom door. She was fine with him roaming around the bedroom, but once he walked out of that bedroom door, she wanted to know. So if he walked out and stepped on that mat, it causes this to chime, and that would wake her up. So she was finally getting peaceful sleep. We also have things like door contacts, so we can put contacts on the door. Maybe you have a caregiver in the home, again, you're worried about somebody going out of the home, the door is open, it will chime the device. It doesn't call into Guardian, but it simply chimes and alerts that the need is there. So again, advantages here, 1,300 feet, you have some accessories that we can use with this. Another, real quickly, accessory is, and I really like to share this one, is fire detection. You know, my mom had Alzheimer's, and I was always concerned she was going to leave the stove on. With our smoke detectors, what happens is, well, if you think of a home, you have a smoke detector in a home, what happens when the smoke detector goes off? The smoke detector goes off, right? That person inside has to do something about it. With our smoke detectors, when the smoke detector goes off, our operator knows it's smoke detector. We call the fire department and we can say, there is a bed-bound individual in the southeast corner of the home. We can tell them what's happening in that house, that there might be someone in the home and they cannot get out. Okay, so again, another accessory. And we can put pieces together based on the person's need on, you know, what might work best for them.
Customizable.
Yeah, very much so. Okay, how am I doing?
You're good.
Thank you, keep going? All right. So, home landline, home wireless, now the mobile PERS for somebody who's on the go, okay? So these came on the market, probably about 4 or 5 years ago now. And of course, my first instinct was, finally something for the wanderer, if you will. And it really isn't the case. This is for individuals who are very active, who go out on their own, maybe long walks around their house, but too far for the basic system to reach. What's nice about this, it does have a little charging base, so it takes about 2 hours for a complete charge. So once a day, you can throw it on there for 15, 20 minutes, charge it up, and you're usually good to go unless you've been out for a long period of time and it's like a cell phone. If it's looking for towers, it's gonna drain it more. But typical battery life is 3 to 5 days, okay? With this, if I need help, I press the button and I'm talking to the Guardian operator. So that operator knows where I am. She sees a Google map. She knows exactly where this device is, if it's moving, if it's standing still. She can even see the orientation of the device. She can see if it's sitting like this, here, however it may be on her screen, which is really cool.
That is really cool.
So with this though, if I'm home and I press my button, or you can have fall detection, again, the same thing, if I fall and it detects a fall, then the operator's going to try to talk to me through this. All the same protocol, if I don't answer. Now, if I'm at home and it shows my home address, the operator knows to send help to my home address, correct? If I can't talk to her, if I can't say, I'm home. But typically the first thing the operator's going to say is, where are you? So we make sure we know, and here's the key to that. So let's say I'm wearing it and I go to Eastland Mall and I'm in the Penny's dressing room and I pass out. I hit my head because I tried on putting on shoes and whatever. So I'm out. Guardian operator's gonna come on. Barb, this is Guardian, do you need help? I can't answer because I've knocked myself out trying on clothes. So the operator is going to be announcing, but we cannot send ambulances to Eastland Mall looking for somebody somewhere in the mall, because it's gonna show the mall on the map, and it may even give us close enough to even see that we're on the south end of the mall.
Right.
But we don't know this person is laying in a dressing room. So if we would call a responder to say, we're getting a response from Eastland Mall, from somebody who has it, from this person who has our device, they're gonna tell us we're crazy, right? Because they can't do that. So a couple of things. One is, we're gonna keep announcing, so hopefully somebody who's there can respond to us and tell us what's going on, and we can send help. Or we would call family and say, we're getting a response from the device at this, showing at this address location, can someone go there? Okay, so I really think it's important to understand why we can't just pick up and send people to the mall looking for this person.
Right.
But this device also has an app with it now, which is really nice. So as a family member, I could have an app. And once this goes off, it will come up on my phone and I could see that mom has had a fallen response, see where it is, and start taking action as well. Okay? So lots of really neat features about this. Again, when you're looking for a medical alert for your loved one though, I still caution to say, think about when your loved one is most vulnerable, or when are you most vulnerable. And in my opinion, that's when you're at home, alone, and nobody knows you need help. Or you just came in from the grocery store and you've unloaded your groceries and you've fallen in the doorway. Now you may say, oh, I need this because I'm going to the grocery store. No, most likely that fall's gonna happen when you're going inside. If this is a device that you're gonna be most comfortable wearing because of size and because of not having to remember to charge it, I still say the basic devices are truly the best, because you're gonna have it on at those times. If I'm at the mall and something happens to me, somebody's gonna grab my cell phone and help me, especially in our community.
Right.
If you're in a car accident, if somebody's gonna help you. But what happens during those times when nobody's around?
Alone.
So I still like,
Just
and
basic, and probably most economical as well.
absolutely
Right.
the most economical. So you're looking 25 to 30 on these, 35-ish on these, to 40 depending on the accessories, and then these run 45. So yes, most economical as well, but to me, this is gonna catch the most of them. People are gonna wear it, you go out in public, you stick it under your blouse if you don't want people to see it. You can put your own chain on it if you want, it's just a great use. And then one last thing I'd like to say is, always also, I recommend you let us know how we can get in the house if we send emergency responders. So let Guardian know what your, where your hidden key is, or whomever your provider is, where your hidden key is, or get a lockbox. We offer them, you can pick them up at Home Depot or any of the big box stores. You can have a code here and then tell your medical alert company what that code is and where this lockbox is, so they don't have to tear down your door to get into your house. They can actually have the code, and this is good too if you have caregivers coming into the home that you don't want to give a key to. Have it on the, you can even have it on like a water place or a fence post, so they can do the key and get to your key and get in the house. So really nice feature to have if you need to send the neighbor over to check on mom or something. A lot of stuff, but I hope it was helpful.
That is. Oh, but at the end of the day, you're right. A allowing people to stay in their own homes independently, safe.
Yep.
And for the family, it is.
Right, great peace of mind. I just wanted,
Priceless.
if I could somehow get past the stigma of, it's not about being old and you might fall.
Right.
You know, my daughter uses a medical alert because she can have it next to her bed. She's single and she can have it next to her bed. It's not as much as an alarm system, and she can simply press that button if she hears a strange noise and say, stay on the phone with me while I look around the house. That alarm would hopefully scare someone a bad way, and it's a much more cost-effective solution.
Absolutely.
Really good idea.
Yeah.
For young people.
Yeah, it's for
Absolutely.
anybody, really
Right.
is.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
Excellent. Well, Ms. Barb, thank you
Well,
so
thank
much.
you.
As always, wonderful information. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And lots of different options and opportunities, and people can call into our
Yes.
SWRCA
Yep.
Aging and Disability Resource Center for a list of all of the medical monitoring services, or if
Absolutely.
you wanna get in contact with Barb, we'll put her information on our chat as well. But-
Yeah, and I'll be happy to brainstorm with people what might work for their specific needs.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, thanks.
Well,
Looking
Barb,
forward to
thank
helping
you.
you.
Always
Thank you.
wonderful to have our good friend Ms. Barb Doss. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you, thank you. Well, at this time, we're gonna swing over and talk with our good friend Ashley Mayo from Solarbron. They are our Empower Hour sponsor today. So we'll hop on over to Ashley and see what's going on.
Hop, 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 right? I'm not hopping yet.
Well, hello, good morning. We have Ashley Mayo. Ashley is the Marketing and Admissions Director at The Point
I am.
at Solarbron.
Yeah.
Solarbron. I always
Solarbron,
pronounce
that's
it
okay.
Solarbron.
Solarbron, as long as you know where we are, I don't care how you say it,
Absolutely.
that's alright.
Absolutely. Well, hello, and thank you so much for being the Empower Hour sponsor for
Yes.
today.
I picked a good day, we get to learn about safety, we get to learn about insurance, we get to eat cobbler, it's a good day. It's a good day.
Absolutely. So, well, welcome. And so, what's going on out your way?
Oh, yes, so much, but not a lot, if that makes sense.
Right,
So,
right.
on the not a lot, it means the world of COVID has come to a nice, even keel. I can't say it's gone, cause
Right.
who knows when the
Right.
pandemic's gonna end, but we have figured out how to navigate it, and that's great. So on that front, nothing's going on. On the a lot going on, it's people feel comfortable being out again, and we're back to being at almost full capacity across the campus, which is a joy because we're all in this to take care of people every day. So the fact that we have people to take care of and trust us to do that has been great. So we've been staying busy, all for the positive and right reasons, and we've been staying calm for all the bad reasons. So it's been good. It's been a really good change of pace, and the summer was wonderful, and now we're gearing up for fall and all of the things that come with that. So
Absolutely.
It's a
That's
lot
such
of
a
good
beautiful
stuff.
campus. to
Yes.
come, especially
It is.
every day, but especially in the fall too.
yes, if you
It's
have
just
not been
beautiful.
out, please do. Just drive through the community. It's 64 acres, so it's a lot to see, and the changing of the leaves. I'm partial.
It
This
is.
fall is my favorite
Yes.
season, but it's just
It
so
is.
beautiful. It's so beautiful and peaceful, and
It
the
is.
cooler temperatures. You can be in a climate-controlled walk if you decide you want to go outside for a walk, or the residents, they can walk inside, and you can still get a mile of exercise by walking our hall. So it's been great watching the changing of the seasons happen, and all the fun activities that we get to now do, and not have to
It's
worry
absolutely
quite as
wonderful.
much, you know,
Yeah.
we've kind of navigated all the different ways to keep people safe and not worry if they are gonna be able to do the activity or not, which is very similar to the fall festival and all of the
Right.
things we're experiencing now.
Absolutely.
So it's exciting that we all get to do those things and
Just
get
helping
together.
people get re-engaged and connected again.
Yes,
That's
yes,
awesome.
we're having a fall chili party this month and pumpkin painting
Aw.
and just, it feels good, it feels good. And the residents can feel that difference too, and it's good to have them all out and about, so it's a lot of fun right now.
Absolutely.
It's a good time.
Like it's supposed to be.
Yes, it's like it's supposed to be. I always tell people, you don't move to a community to live life alone, you move to a community to live life in community. So when that element was taken away, it was weird last year, but we're back to it, and it's great. So across all of our service lines, which For those of you that don't know, we do independent living, assisted living, long-term care, rehab, and memory care. So everything seniors could possibly need, I feel we figured it out, and so we can provide all of that care for folks. And it's great just to be able to have everybody doing what they want to do in a safe environment where we get to care for them every day. And we're doing tours. We are open for tours. I don't think I've been busier these last couple months, which I could not be more thankful for. It's a blessing I definitely don't take for granted. But we are open for tours. We have all the safety measures in place, so it's at your comfort level what you prefer to do. A lot of folks do prefer the in-person right now because it's just like clothes and food. You want to touch it, you want to taste it, you want to feel it, and you want to know where you're going to potentially be moving. So in-person has been going great, but on the flip side, if you don't feel comfortable or you don't live in town but you still want to see it, virtual is great as well. I even have one of these, you all can't see it, but the camera's on this fancy tripod thing here. I even have one of those, so I'm becoming like my own little camera crew at Solarbron, so we can do just about anything folks need, so it's great.
Absolutely. Well, everybody just thinking outside of the box.
We really are. We went virtual with our Get Smart program this year, and that went great, so who knows, that may stick around. And so a lot of things that have come surprisingly good out of a pandemic. You know, you gotta see the glass as half full, otherwise we'll all go crazy, so we're just doing our best.
You were one of our guinea pigs.
I
at the very beginning.
was, and now here we are.
And look what you're going here.
19 months later.
Here we are, we're eating colored today, it's fine, we're gonna look on the bright side, we're eating colored.
Absolutely.
So, it's going really well, really well.
Well, that's wonderful, wonderful, and thank you for sharing, because a lot of people don't know that they may know you for one,
Sure.
one level of care and not the other, and so you can really just continuum of care, and of course, you guys are located kind of on the other side of USI.
Yes, we actually share a back gate to USI, so the campuses butt right up next to each other. Unfortunately, you can't drive through ours or theirs to get to the other. It's kind of a safety thing, but yeah, we're right behind USI, so we typically help folks that live on the west side or Posey County, but we're willing to help anybody if you're willing to cross Pigeon Creek, so. It's just a fun, beautiful, I call it a little piece of property. 64 acres is not little, but we're very blessed with the space we have and the people that we have there to take care of.
Absolutely, and again, we've had Ashley on before, and we've talked about just what a lifesaver Ashley's been, because I think every time she's come to volunteer, it's been pouring down rain.
Yeah.
One time it was raining sideways. And she said, I'm here
We're
to
gonna
volunteer.
do it. Dang it, we're gonna do it. It's kind of like the folks that
We
are.
had a bad spell where it just rained every time.
All the time.
Right.
Well, it's kind of like this week with Fall Festival. There's a chance of rain every day. So all of the volunteers, they
Right.
just, they have a heart for seniors, and we just
Right.
put in and do it.
Absolutely.
So it's good.
Absolutely.
It's good.
We have a great community
We do.
within Evansville.
And I think
So-
everyone is so excited because it was canceled, for lack of better words,
Right.
last year. So just to get out and get all the delicious fried goodness that clogs our arteries and all the things.
It's one week.
Let's
Everything
do
in
it.
moderation,
One week,
right?
yeah.
One
Yeah,
week.
our
And
diets can
support
start
some
next week.
Great fundraiser,
Yes.
and a lot of the organizations weren't able to have any fundraisers really last year, us included, so.
Right. Yeah, so it's a great week, so if you can get out, definitely go support all the local community
Absolutely.
hubs this week. Because there's a lot of folks that definitely could use the support and the
Right.
love. I know my boss has spent several hours in the booths this week,
Yes.
so
Right.
it's good. It's good, it's humbling, hard work is humbling,
It is.
but
Absolutely.
it's good to help
Solarbron
support the
is-
community.
Represented in the
Yeah,
Poplar
yes.
booth.
They are, yes.
Yeah, so
Absolutely.
it's a lot of fun though, and
Yes.
all fun activities we have coming up with the Brew Fest and things,
Yep.
it's just good to get the community back into kind of a, whatever our new groove looks like.
Right,
We're kind of
absolutely.
we're
We're
figuring
just
it
happy
out.
that
Yeah.
it's a groove.
It's a groove. Like our residents are so excited, we have a few things coming up that we'll be putting out to the community as well, but I mean, I joke that people think seniors, like, once you get old, you just forget how to have fun and you forget that you used to
Oh,
do things, and
but
that's
it's
not the
not
case
true.
at all. Like, our
It's
seniors
not
are so
true.
vibrant and they want to be involved and
They are.
they want to have things to do and have a purpose. And so this Christmas season, it's just so fun to see all of their ideas. We have ladies that get together and they're crocheting hats for the Salvation Army. And we're gonna be doing a service project with the Tri-State Food Bank, and just all these different ways that and it's their request. I'm just making the calls and help facilitating, but it's so wonderful to see our seniors want to connect and give back, and, you know, rather than always being on the receiving end of things, seeing them connect with all the different generations, and it's just, this fall season's gonna be a lot of fun at Solarbron, so definitely stay tuned to our social media page on Facebook, to see all the things that we get to do. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Wonderful.
A lot of fun.
And we will, of course, put all of Ashley's contact information in our chat as well. And again, we thank you for all you do and all that Solarbron does to support not only us, but the community as well. So thank you.
You
Thank
are
you.
welcome.
Ashley's gonna stick around because we remember we're gonna have a little cobbler after
Yes,
this. So.
totally will. So if y'all need me for
Absolutely.
anything, you can call the building, it's 812-985-9955, solarbron.org, SOLARBRON, looks like Solarbron. And that's got all of the great information, a lot of easy assessments you can take if you just don't know where to start the conversation or what kind of care you or your loved one may need. So just a lot of great information, but again, it'll all be in the chat and different things. So I will see you all again here in just a little bit when we try the cobbler.
Absolutely. Thank you. Well, thank you, Miss Ashley.
Yes.
Kim and I will
Without
move
further
back
ado.
over.
Yes.
Absolutely. And talk to our next guest. And remember, stay tuned. Cobbler's coming.
Yes.
Such good information, and surprisingly, we have all of our wonderful volunteers with us today as well. So a great time for us to thank them as well. But our next guest today, we have Melanie Garland. She is the volunteer supervisor with the Indiana SHIP program. We've had Melanie on a couple of times now too, talking about a wide variety of things involving SHIP. We had an event last week, our shred event.
Yeah.
And also, many of you may know Melanie as our yoga and arthritis exercise instructor as well. We were able to spotlight her last month as well as one of our amazing instructors that we have here at SPRCA. But today we were talking about it briefly, that it was coming, it's happening, annual open enrollment for Medicare Part D.
Absolutely.
Is here, and also Medicare, people who have Medicare Advantage plans too.
Yep.
So, Melanie, thank you for joining us. It's knocking at our door now, isn't it?
It is, yes, it's right around the corner, so the fall isn't just time for pumpkins and fall fest, it's also time for, the Medicare open enrollment that affects a lot of folks, so it's, SHIP is here to help, so the State Health Insurance Assistance Program, we're funded by CMS, and we're housed within Indiana's Department of Insurance, and we partner with local agencies like you guys. I always tell everyone in the tri-state area that SWRC is one of our biggest sites, so they're equipped to, with SHIP counselors to help you with your Medicare needs, and so, yeah, we're free, which everybody loves free, and we're unbiased, and all of our SHIP counselors are trained, in all things Medicare and equipped to help you navigate your options, within Medicare, and so big options that you have during open enrollment is it actually affects all Medicare beneficiaries. So what that means is anyone that is on any form of Medicare can newly enroll in a Part D. So they can get that through a standalone prescription drug plan, or they can get that facilitated through a Medicare Advantage plan. And then those individuals that already have a Part D through a prescription drug plan or an Advantage plan, they can make changes as well. So they can change from one type of drug plan to a different type, or from a drug plan to an Advantage plan, or vice versa. So there's just probably 7 different combinations of things that you can do, and so we can help you navigate that. And we can also help you navigate what those options mean, what those choices mean. Like if you leave your original Medicare for an Advantage plan, like how is that going to affect your healthcare operations and the availability of providers for you? If you leave an Advantage plan and go to a drug plan, how is that going to affect? And then we can also tell you how secondary coverages work too. We can screen for Medicare savings programs, that's facilitated, kind of a form of Medicaid. And we can talk to you about how VA benefits and TRICARE and retirement, and so we can kind of help you just put it all together. So Medicare can be a puzzle, and we're really good at at it. So we can help you put all the pieces in, and we're not connected to any type of health insurance company. So the fact that we are funded through Medicare themselves, you are talking to someone that's completely unbiased. So yeah,
Absolutely.
and,
And
just to
it's-
shine
and it's-
light on you.
Oh,
She started when she was 5, right?
absolutely. Absolutely.
25-year
veteran of ship, right?
Yes, yes, one of our
Or antique now, 25
One
years.
of our, yes, she's been doing it for a long time, so we
Absolutely.
appreciate you volunteering for us.
Yeah, well, it is such a rewarding program, and like Melanie said, it's free, but it's unbiased.
Absolutely.
And that's, that's just, especially when you're trying to go through, we had talked about some of the junk mail. We had a junk mail event last week, in partnership with Melanie and with Indiana Ship, and just people are just bombarded with information and commercials and infomercials and billboards and all this stuff, and it's just hard to know
Yeah,
what to do.
absolutely. That's a great point.
Text messages and
Yeah,
phone calls.
yeah, they're getting techie,
Yes.
tech savvy now too.
Did you just turn 65?
But she's not retiring, so.
Right, right.
That's what they say.
But if she were, one day,
If I were.
in 10 years.
She could talk to a ship counselor about her
There's a
options.
ship counselor at Circuit that I could talk to.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Well, you said all the mail, and that is so true. And so some of the things, even if you're someone out there, you're listening like, oh, I love my plan this year. Well, one of the things to know is that prescription drug plans and Medicare Advantage plans, they're written for the calendar year. So they're good through, January through December 31st. So that doesn't mean that if you don't make a change, you'll be without a plan. Like, as long as your plan is still in the Medicare program, you will still have coverage. But an important thing to know is that coverage can change. So even though your card doesn't change and you may carry on that plan to the next year, those plans are allowed to make changes from year to year. Some of those changes can be things like the rates that you pay for your medications. It can be the premium that you pay just to be a member of the plan. And it can even be medication changes, like a medicine that you're on may no longer be covered by the plan. Or it may be covered, but not in a way that you can afford it. So I love that when people are said, oh, I'm happy with my plan. Like, well, that's great, but it could look different next year. So let's just take a quick look at it and make sure that those changes aren't really going to affect you. Or the good thing about talking to a ship counselor is we look at all the plans sold that are available in Indiana. So we're not looking at just a specific type or just a specific insurance company. We're looking at all of them. So you may meet with us and see your current plan and then see a different plan that's gonna cover you just in a better way, maybe save you some money that you just weren't aware of. So it's always good to check, and I think in this day and age, we're always ready to save a buck or two and make our dollar go a little longer. And so we can kind of check all of that. And then on the same theme of things with Medicare Advantage plans, they can change from year to year as well. So that can affect things more than just your medication. That can affect your medical providers, making sure your doctors and your specialists and the hospitals you prefer to use are all in network, because those negotiations can change from year to year. So it's always good just to check, and we're here for you. We're here to help you navigate it. Medicare.gov is the website where you can go and do all of that good stuff, and the 2022 plans are live on that site for preview right now. So even if you just want to go on and take a look, you can do that. And then if you get overwhelmed with the options and want some help, just give us a call. We're happy to help. So
Absolutely, and we'll also put Melanie's contact information and the 1-800 number for SHIP as well.
yes,
For people, or they can call our very own SWRCA Aging and Disability Resource Center as well.
yes. So that is kind of the official site here at SWRCA is the ADRC, the Aging Disability Resource Center. There's 4 lovely counselors up there that are ready to help you out, and we're having I think it's almost every Tuesday of November, if I'm correct in that.
Yes.
They're having open enrollment events. Just call, make your appointment, bring your Medicare card with you, bring a list of your meds, have an hour to spare, and we'll sit down and talk to you about all your options, and we can even do that enrollment for you if you're ready to. So
Absolutely, and I think very important to point out, people can do that, and some people are, a little more tech savvy and wanna go onto the Medicare website themselves and kind of look it over, and
Yeah.
sometimes we'll even have people print it off, they just want that final,
Yeah.
this is good, this all, yes, this is gonna be a great choice, for you, they've kind of done the paperwork.
Yeah, we see
They
that a lot.
just want to have a, final, okay, you did this right, and then, then we recruit them to be ship counselors.
That's right, that's right. Yeah, so it's always good to kind of go in and take a look at yourself, and then you can always meet with us, and we can just kind of be that reassurance for you as well, so.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And also, another important thing to point out too, is even if you don't live in the state of Indiana, there is a SHIP program in every state.
Absolutely,
In
yes.
the United States.
There is,
Every county, every
yes.
state.
We are funded through grants, federal, so we're nationwide, so there's a SHIP program in every state. I always tell people I'm a little jealous of Florida's name, their name is Shine, so I'd much rather be a Shine counselor, but I'll stick with Indiana SHIP too, so it works, but,
Absolutely. And again, annual open enrollment is going to be October 15th through December 7th.
you good little SHIP counselor, yes.
So it's coming in hot because
That is right, it's right around the corner, so yes, so we're, this work is equipped and ready to help you, and then there are several sites in the tri-state area that are as well, so, even if you're not a member, or you're viewing this outside of the Vanderburgh County area, we, on our website, medicare.in.gov, has a listing of all of our sites in the area. SWRCA also has that site here in-house, or that list of sites, I should say, so they can call here and get that, and then we have our own, helpline, and that's 1-800-452-4800, so I have to say it fast or I'll forget it, but we'll put that in the comments as well, so. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you're still doing Medicare Mondays?
Yeah, so Indiana SHIP, you can follow us on Facebook as well, and it's Indiana SHIP, and we are doing Medicare Mondays. So every Monday we go live at 9 a.m. And we do a different topic each week. And this last week on Monday we talked about how to use Plan Finder. So we went on to the Medicare.gov website and did a live tutorial of how to compare drug plans and advantage plans on the Medicare Plan Finder tool. So our goal was for that to be something that can be a reference throughout the open enrollment period. And then next Monday, you can tune in and we're going to talk about what all a SHIP counselor can do for you during open enrollment and what to prepare for your SHIP counseling appointment. So just to get everybody ready and in the mood for open enrollment. So
Absolutely.
it's
Coming
coming
up.
in hot. It's coming in hot, so. Yep.
Well, Melanie, thank you so much always for sharing such great information and just resources of how people can get help.
Absolutely.
People helping people.
Well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
You enticed me with the cobbler. so I'm so
Absolutely.
excited
This
for
is
that.
the best show to be a
That's
guest on
right.
today.
That's right.
So while we're gonna move a couple chairs, because we're gonna invite all of our guests, because every one of our guests today has been in the booth, has supported our booth, and
Right.
has volunteered slinging cobbler in
Right.
the booth.
Absolutely.
We're
I'll
gonna
be there
share
tomorrow.
it. Absolutely.
Awesome.
I'm just
Volunteer.
gonna move a couple chairs, do my little moving job here.
Do I need to move over here?
Well, maybe, yeah, we'll bring Miss Ashley and Rachel up, and we'll get, stand right there, I'm gonna get Miss Barn, I'll put Miss Ashley by you, Kim. You can talk more volunteer opportunities.
Yes.
And then I get our cobbler.
I'm
And
not gonna waste time, I'm gonna get my seat.
we did, ask for their opinions of what kind they would like to try, so. We'll all
We all get
Ooh. Go.
I smelled it when I walked in.
It's hard not to. Again, this is like the best show to be a part of, I'm telling you.
We need napkins.
I think you
Oh,
guys
they
are
came
best.
ready, they are.
Absolutely.
We've got napkins.
Of course, you
Yes.
can find all of this delicious cobbler that we're gonna talk about at booth number 78.
Right in front of the cat food.
to.
They don't
Probably.
they take this very seriously.
Oh my
Holy
cow. There is enough cobbler in here for
Miss Rachel, there
my
you go.
family.
So,
They
folks,
filled it up.
while they're all oohing and ahhing, when you
Wow.
pay, I think it's what, $5?
$7.
$7?
$6.
Somewhere in the dollars, you get this entire container full of cobbler.
Crazy.
Can they get it a la mode or no?
Yes.
They can get
$7
they can get it
a la
a la mode. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yes.
$7.
Oh,
Booth
and there
number
are times it's still warm.
Why are we so
You
lucky?
got it.
You
have to go. You
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to
so-
go. Okay, so what does everybody have?
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. Blackberry.
Cherry.
Blackberry?
Blackberry.
Cherry.
Blackberry. All
And
the way.
cherry.
It's always blackberry.
Peach. I guess I'm the odd Okay, well, it's delicious, so we're gonna go with it.
Tough.
It was a top, okay.
I haven't had the cherry
Oh my
before.
Oh
goodness.
my, nor have I. I get blackberry every year because I can't leave it.
Until I tried the cherry.
Oh, I know.
Now
Like
it's
chocolate
cherry.
is
This,
by
this
far.
recipe is so
It
good.
is You crossed
delicious.
over.
We got to do
Since,
a little
what,
quality
1989?
control here.
1989
Yes.
is when this recipe was last made
Oh,
and
what?
created. I know, that was two.
No,
Okay. Okay, Laura, you just tell them to.
I was still endeavors, it's okay.
I'm gonna go sit with these two ladies.
Down here, we should have set this separately.
You know what? I think you guys should just save the cobbler for us. I don't know if.
Absolutely.
I'll sacrifice.
Yeah.
Our volunteers for you.
And again, we thank all of you guys, because everyone up here has been in our booth, and we have a new booth. Well, 2 years ago, 2 years ago. So we're glad that it's back out on Franklin Street, again, booth 78.
At the corner in front of the Pet Food
Yeah.
Center, very easy to find.
Absolutely. And this year, of course, we have blackberry, peach, and the cherry. Rachel, Kim, and I have the cherry as well, and
They all pair
delicious.
very good with ice cream.
absolutely,
yes.
absolutely. And also, of course, this is a really, really busy week with Fall Festival.
Right.
You still have days that you can get in on the action, the cobbler action, today, tomorrow, and Saturday. The Fall Festival will go through Saturday.
And I'm there tonight.
Absolutely. So you can see any of these lovely ladies down there. And then we have Rachel joining us as well. She's getting ready for the second fundraiser of the month, the largest fundraiser that we do here at Swerka and More, the Swerka Brew Fest. That is next Saturday.
Which is
the
crazy, it's already
16th.
next weekend.
I know.
Volunteers.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So that is coming up. Yes, lots of
How many
volunteers
years
as
has
well.
that been going on?
17.
17 years. I
17
wasn't old enough to come at the time, but I heard stories of
I'm
when
indicted.
it was originally at the Swerka
Okay, Marty,
building.
you're gonna have to
It
give
was.
These girls know we have cobbler, it's called pie and face.
Well, I was saying it to say how much the program has evolved and grown up.
Absolutely.
And it's a really big event now,
Yes,
because
it
it's down
is.
at Bossy Field.
Absolutely.
It's down at Bossy Field.
Historic Bossy Field. Tickets are on sale. You can buy them at the gate
Mhm.
that evening. So Saturday, October the 16th. You
Live
can
music.
live music, food trucks.
Start at 6? 6 o'clock?
Starts at 6. I would suggest that you buy them ahead of time though, the prices do go up the night of,
Yes.
so.
Thank you, Rachel.
You can get them on the website, right?
Yep, swerka.org/brewfest, you can get them there. You can also come into Swerka and buy them. Also, when it's not raining, during lunch down at the Fall Festival in front of our booth, we are selling them there as well, so.
Nice.
Yep, as well as, bourbon raffle tickets. We are hopefully doing another bourbon raffle we have planned for the night of Brewfest. You can get tickets for those in person at Swerka's. You can't buy those online, but they are $100 and you get very nice, rare bourbon bottles, bourbon and whiskey. So come get those tickets as well.
Absolutely. So a lot going on.
Yes.
Are you food vendors at Brewfest too?
Food truck.
Yes.
Food truck. Food truck.
Yes, food trucks, yes, we have, I was just looking at the map, our version of a munchie map for Brewfest, and we've got all the vendors mapped out and the tables and where they're going, and it is a full house.
Yeah.
So we've got a really nice selection this year. We have a couple of coffee trucks as well.
So you don't just like
Nice.
beer. You can
Exactly.
cover all kinds of things.
We've got wine, we have spirits. I know one vendor is doing a mimosa, so that's also available to
Sign me
taste. I know. We've got some great options this year. So DD tickets are $10. Those are sold at the door. If you want to come with your friends but you don't drink, we've got plenty of food, yard games, music, and other options for beverages as well, not just alcohol. So
And I love that you guys do a cheaper ticket for the designated drivers.
Yes.
Because it's encouraging safety and smartness and all the things while we
Yes.
still raise money for a good cause.
absolutely, and every ticket comes with a free ride home as well. So no matter what ticket you buy, Logan's Promise is sponsoring free rides home, so you get a Lyft code for a free ride. So there is no excuse to drink and drive. You are getting home safely, and we're going to see to it. So yes,
Awesome. A lot of fun stuff this month.
Great.
lots of fun stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And a great way to support Sparka.
Yep.
Yes.
All in one. Have
All
fun
for a good
Yep.
cause.
Eat good
All for
food.
a good cause.
and
Have fun.
have fun.
Yeah. Support Swarka. Yes, absolutely. All proceeds from Brewfest come right back to Swarka for our programs and services. So it's poured right back into the community. Yes.
Well, Rachel, thank you so much.
Of
And
course.
ladies, thank you all so
Of
much for
course.
joining us
Yes.
today.
Thank you
This
for
is-
the cobbler.
This is
Thank
always
you.
the fun bunch here, right?
Yeah.
But again, thank you all so much for bringing your information. It's, that's our educate the community as well, and just to show what an awesome community and how we're all connected with each other, and at the end of the day, just helping people.
Yep.
Yep.
We're all in the business to take care of
Thank
people.
you.
Well, thank you so
Thank you
much.
for the cobbler.
Thank you guys, and we hope that you all join us, either at the Brewfest or down at the Cobbler booth at the Fall Fest. We also do have Cobbler here at the Swerka building. You have 2 more days to come and get Cobbler here at Swerka, the ladies in our lobby. We'll dish that up for you as well, so if you don't wanna go to the fest, come here and get your Cobbler.
Yep.
So, and we will look forward to seeing everyone next Tuesday on Impact